saw, but Aquaman confirmed that Final Kombat is going to be on HBO Max worldwide. So you know how whenever they did the Brazil demigod, there were like kind of like rumblings of like, oh, this is going to be on HBO Max. But then we got there and it was just HBO Max Brazil. No, Final Kombat's going to be HBO Max worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Mama, I made it type of deal. Whenever you get on HBO Max, you're going to be able to scroll. Am I going to watch Game of Thrones? Am I going to watch, The Penguin? Am I going to watch House of Dragon? Am I going to watch Tweedy MK versus the Chileans and Brazilians? You know what I'm saying? That's something you're going to have to ponder. Because that's going to be a real option. And there's going to be haters out there who are like, he doesn't deserve to be on HBO. He should have been on, like, Peacock or something. Something lame like that. I'm just here to tell you right now. I'm coming to HBO. I'm thinking about dressing up as Jon Snow, man. Because geographically, I am the most northern qualifier right now, so I'm the king of the north. Until a Canadian qualifies, I'm the most northern qualifier. So, I'm thinking about cosplaying as Jon Snow. Do you think T1K is top 3? No. I don't really think there's any chance he's top 3. But there's like a weird thing in the community right now where like people just ignore that he got 2 cycles of nerfs. And they keep talking about him as if he didn't get nerfed. Which I think is down to a couple things, right? It's down to like they don't play him at all, so they don't have any perspective. And I think if they do play him and they think that it might be an issue when it comes to like drugs, they might have like a drug problem. Because everyone I've talked to that plays T1000 agrees with me, like, he dropped from probably like top 2, top 3 to around like top 10 range. Yeah, Tubi. Like, people might be like, Tweedy deserves to be on Tubi, not HBO Max. But that's where I'm going, bro, so. Hate all you fucking lonely. What am I doing? Also, like, for the people that don't play T1000, his mix-up stayed the same, basically, for the most part. So they'll get hit with the mix-up, and they'll be like, nothing changed. But they don't realize that, like, he has less health. He's doing less damage. His combos are worse. And he's still high risk. Before, he was just as high risk. But it was like, okay, he's high risk, but he's mixing you 3 ways, and he's killing you in, I think this might drop, actually. Yeah, that was my bad. Oh, no. He's killing you in, like, two hits, 2.5. Maybe 3, depending on the cameo character combination on the other side. So it's like, yeah, he's risky, but he's mixing you multiple ways. And he's killing you so quick. Now he's taking about 4 hits to kill you, considering the damage nerf. And the nerf to, like... Because they make command grab slower, right? And because they make command grab slower, now it's hard to do, like, a big damaging combo and end it with command grab like you would before. And what ending with command grab does is not only does it do more damage, but it recharges your cameo, right? Because it's such a long animation compared to, like, ending the combo with, like, 4-2 or something like that. So you could do a damaging combo like before. It's going to do a little bit less because they did nerf the damage on jump kick. But it still does decent damage. Like, look at this combo. This combo probably would have done, like, 46 before. Now it does 41. You know what I mean? So it's still decent damage, But I'm not able to end with, command grab now. So if I would have gotten immediate mix-up or hit off of that, I wouldn't have had Movado. So on average, you're killing in about one more hit. Maybe even 2 more hits. And you're carrying the same risk. So I think that, out of all things, that's the biggest nerf to him. And then the spike range nerf is huge. But the spike range nerf is something you'll only notice if you play him. You know what I mean? If you don't play him, you won't notice that, but it's a huge nerf. But I still think he's top 10. Still think he's top tier. I'm still going to play him. I do think he has like 5-6 bad matchups around that. So I'm going to pick up a side. Little potato wedge, little mashed potato to cover those, Yo, what's up, Dillman? Yeah, I did sleep. I didn't sleep too much, but... And I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to sleep, but I was just feeling awake. I was like, if I'm feeling awake, it's time to get on the grizzine. You know what I'm saying? If I'm feeling awake, it's time to get on that grizzine. Yeah, if I'm being just honest and objective, this is like some of the best nerfs NRS has ever done. Because he's still really good. He's really good to the point that people think nothing changed. Because they don't lab. You know what I'm saying? They don't lab, they don't evaluate. The nerfs were... Because he did get nerfed. He did drop. But not that bad. You know what I mean? So it's some of the best nerfs NRS has ever done. Because say, feel how you want about T1000. But... they should never nerf a character to the ground, you know? That's fucking lame. And here's another thing about T1000, in my opinion. I say in my opinion, but I feel this to just be fact. I think there's amplified hate when it comes to guest characters, especially top-tier guest characters. So I think the hate for T1000 is kind of amplified. I think, here's my hot take. I think if T1000 was Jade with the same moveset, the character would get way less hate. Like, imagine Jade, but instead of T1000 swinging his liquid metal, Jade swung her glaive and did three-way mix. I think the character would get way less hate, to be honest. Like, there's just a next level of, like, animosity people have towards overpowered guest characters. Like, I remember when Alien got nerfed. Like, I played Tarkat and Alien. Tarkat and Alien got nerfed to the worst variation in the game. That game had 100 variations. Now, you might say, it wasn't the worst variation. There's maybe one variation you could argue is worse. And it's the Leatherface variation where he's throwing the chainsaws. You know what I mean? Pretty Lady. That variation's pretty shit, too. But besides that, Tarkat and Alien, bottom 2, bottom 1 variation in the whole game. In a 100 variation game. That's how bad that character got nerfed. And I remember right after the patch, people were like, "Oh, that variation's still great." Like a day after, and I was just like, "Why? Why is it still great? I feel like it's trash." You know what I'm saying? And that ended up being bottom 2, bottom 1 variation. Yeah, if you were to argue, you could only argue Pretty Lady is a worse variation in my mind. Like those are like the bottom 2 in the game. Conjure Alien's still good though. I'm sure y'all have seen that one player on a Destroyer stream. But yeah, the hate for guest characters is unreal. But it's all good. Terminator 2's goated. Yeah, I hate whenever I see people that are like, what's T1000 even from? It's like, man, the level of disrespect, bro. Dude, and you know what's sad? Is I won that tournament where it was like, me and Just, Ninja, and obviously Ninja and Just tried to pick T1000 against me as well. I think out of us three, I'm the only one that's seen the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. It's like one of the best, like, action movies ever. Like, sci-fi movies ever, bro. Like, the level... Like, I understand a lot of people are young in the scene, but, like, just because you're young doesn't mean you can't go back and watch it. Like, and here's my thing. I'm not an 80s kid. I'm barely a 90s kid, you know what I mean? I'm more of a 2000s kid. So, like, I've had experiences in my life where, like, someone who is a 90s kid or 80s kid will be like, oh, let's watch this action movie from my childhood. And it's not good, bro. And they're sitting there watching it like it's good, and I'm just like, man, this person's just controlled by their nostalgia. Like, this shit is not good. But Terminator 2 held up, like, perfectly. Like, that movie is amazing. You know what movie also held up really good is RoboCop 1. That movie's goated too. Yo, what's up, CV? Yeah, I haven't seen all the Terminators. I watched them kind of later in life. Like, I watched them like 10 years ago, probably. Like, I didn't... And whenever I watched them, people told me they're like, only the first 2 are good, and I just believed them. I was like, only the first 2 are good? I'm just gonna watch the first 2 then. Like, you ain't gotta convince me, bro. I saw that one of them has, like, Daenerys Targaryen in him. Hell yeah, man, Wiley. Yeah, it is, Keen. The stream title is true. I am gonna be on HBO Max. Final Kombat will be on HBO Max, so... gonna be exciting, man. Exciting times. You're gonna be able to scroll HBO Max and be like, do I want to watch Game of Thrones? Do I want to watch Penguin, House of the Dragon? Or do I want to watch Tweedy MK versus, you know, Sonic Fox and the Brazilians? You know, the choice will be yours. But the choice being there is what is cool, you know what I'm saying? Also, hot take. I like Terminator 1 almost as much as Terminator 2. Like, some people will say just watch Terminator 2. I don't like that. I'm a big love story guy. I like the love story in Terminator 1 a lot. Yeah, that's an interruption. Cool interruption piece. Yeah, two's a better movie for sure. I like 1 a lot as well. You guys trying to game on me, man. I don't like being gamed on. Oh no, is he gonna play his cards right here? Yo, if you watch my ads on Twitch, it means a lot to me. It supports me a lot. Thank you, Sewer. Gotta drop the hammer on him sometimes. Hammer time. Yosep Sticks, you absolutely bombed your American history exam? Oh no. Oh no. You didn't know about George Washington and all that shit? I feel like that guy was just president off of pure aura. Because he was like 6'3" when the average height was like 5'3" of a man. You know what I mean? So, just off pure aura, he was president. American history is like 5 events. That's low-key kind of true, bro. Like, I would way rather have a test on American history than, like, Asian history. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you know what's crazy? Is like... Dude, there was a point in time where, like, Asia was just figuring out that other people in the world existed, like, from Europe. And motherfuckers with no movement, with no motion, would come over to Asia and be like, yeah, we rule the whole place over there. We run the whole fucking place, bro. And there was no internet, no phones, nothing. So they just were like, I guess they do. Fools with no motion, just capping, bro. Yosef McGibbs. That's crazy to think about. Yo, what's good, Nebula? Appreciate being here. Oh no. I respect it. I respect the wake up jump piece. Because if you don't respect the wake up jump piece, then what do you respect? You know what I mean? You respect just sitting there and taking the mix? God, I'm getting slashed and gashed. Holes in my back. Holes in my back. Hole in my throat. What next? Ah. Alright, there's going to be a read here. I'm a little scared of it. Ooh, I think I'm dead. Yeah, Farah. Boom, boom, boom. He fuzzy block Farah? No. No, the low's like 17, the overhead's like 20. And they can mix up the timing at any time, you know. You can maybe react to the overhead if you're like a crackhead playing on PC. But you can't really fuzzy it since they can delay, you know. Now that T1K got nerfed, we're going to see a rise in Sector gameplay? I mean, I'm not sure what you mean by that, because Sector was always a bad matchup for Team 1000, you know what I mean? So she was always a good pick last patch. Just, I don't play Sector because of the, what's it called? Like, inputs per minute? Like, I can't do that shit, bro. Because you got to do, like, 50,000 instant air rockets a day, and that shit numbs my hand. It's going to send me to early arthritis, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's no wonder the best Sector we've seen is a 16-year-old, you know what I'm saying? Like, the inputs per minute on that character's crazy. Yeah, I can't play Sector, like, I tried, and here's the thing, I played it for like a week, and the day that it got really bad, I tried to push past it, I was just like, I don't care that it hurts, I'm just gonna keep playing. And then, dude, my hand was numb for like 3 hours because of it. Yeah, I should get a hitbox, but the problem is a hitbox is like a 2-month adjustment. And I got Evo in like 2.5 months, I got Final Combat in 4 months, you know what I mean? So I don't really want two of those precious months to just go in the toilet. Can't really have them going in the toilet, man. Only thing going in the toilet right now is shit. Ooh, nice confirm. Ooh, nice. That was good. Well, with Katana, it's like, there's a lot of instant air characters, but Sector is like the worst one I've played as far as that goes, because you always want to be doing it. You know what I mean? Like if you're playing MKX Katana and you're in and you're doing like down one rising fan, you're doing like her stagger stuff like that, you're still gonna win. You know. Whereas with Sector, if I'm like, okay, I don't want to instant air rocket, time for me to just go in. Like she's not nearly as good. Like what am I gonna do? Like dash up 1-1 over and over again, try to shimmy him? Like, that's like not a good game plan. So with Sector, it's tough. Would you not play Ermac for the same reasons? I'm not really interested in Ermac, to be honest, even if Ermac does seem hard, and I'm sure I might run into a similar issue. But I'm not really interested in Ermac to begin with, to be honest. Sorry to disappoint the Ermac fans out there. Yeah, top CH, I'll be there, bro. And I'm playing on Evo as well. Cabal would have fit perfectly in MKX. I would rather never see Cabal again, bro. They're rough to me. My problem with Cabal is, like, he was, like, the second most obnoxious character to fight. And I heard in MK9 he was the most obnoxious. So NRS just has a hard-on for making that full broke. Like, if you're going to keep making him play like that, how about you keep him out the game, bro? That's how I feel about it. But it doesn't have to be like that, you know? Like, you know what people would say on Injustice? They would be like, Black Adam always has to be top tier. I think low-key, at the end of the game, he kind of wasn't, you know? He kind of dropped a bit. I would say he was under top tier. So it doesn't have to be like that. Like, they could change the game, stuff like that. But it seems like NRS has a hard-on for making this full Cabal, like, the most obnoxious motherfucker you'll ever fight. He wasn't the most obnoxious in 9. That's not what I've heard, man. I've heard other things. And I've seen things. I've seen those instant air gas blasts, you know?